know for sure this is going to be scuffed. That is for sure. I'd be surprised if my phone goes flying out of my holder here at any second. We're going up a huge hill. Lucky's texted me before stream here. I don't want to make sure we're live just yet. I want to get up this huge hill, but we are, don't you pull out in front of me? We are storm chasing a little winter storm here in Martinsville. I'm just about losing it with all the snow here. So I want to try to get towards Danville. That should be a left right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Ahaha. I still know Martinsville. Let's go. Yeah, so it's pretty much whiteout conditions right now. My road back where I live is absolutely treacherous. And I just came from downtown Martinsville. Not as bad in downtown Martinsville, but the back roads and even some of the main roads, like the bypass up here, is actually quite bad. Welcome Ben, Ponderosa, and Lucky. Lucky is live down on the border of North Carolina, Virginia right now, near Roxborough in North Carolina. I'm up here in my hometown, Martinsville, obviously. And conditions just get worse. I mean, really, it's just gotten worse in like the last 10 minutes. We went from barely anything in terms of snowfall to this kind of really just blinding snow, honestly, just complete blinding snow here. So I do have my radar on another device, but I haven't gotten it up yet because I don't want to do that while driving. Very, very dumb idea to do that while driving. So yeah, I got a semi passing me too. Go ahead, buddy, you go pass. Those 18-wheelers can pick up some speed. I'm not willing to go that fast just yet. And then here's a bunch of bumps right here. You see those patches on the right side of the road. They finally patched those up. See, I'm just gonna go somewhere to where I can pull up my radar probably, because like I said, I really don't want to do it now. So hopefully everyone's having a great day. It's been a while since we've done any type of live stream, especially since we've done a storm chase live stream. I think it has been like, I don't know, probably 6 or so months since we've done a chasing live stream. And this is our first ever winter storm chasing live stream here. Try faster. Believe it or not, I am actually, I'm not going to say that I'm over, but I'm not exactly at the speed limit. Nobody here drives the speed limit in Martinsville. And I'm not comfortable yet with this. Once I get more comfortable with driving in the snow, then maybe I will speed up a lot more, but not right now. No, thank you. I would much prefer to take it at my own pace and not crash. I do not feel like crashing my car today. And this is just, I mean, it's full wide. It looks so much clearer on the camera than it does in real life. I promise you. On the camera, it looks like it's like I could drive better using my live stream than I can using my windshield right now. Like, my live stream is so much clearer than actual visibility. It's wild. There's a church up here just halfway towards, it's just past the exit way up here, about 5-ish minutes or so, and I'll see if they cleared that. The church I went to earlier to get the stream at least partially set up. They cleared out that with a plow. I don't know about this one. I guess we'll have to find out together. I got the heat on and it's starting to fog up the windshield. Yeah, we've gotten a good amount of snow so far. I'd say it depends where you measure. Downtown's probably about 1.5 inches. But back towards my house, we have closer to 3 on the northern side. So quite a lot of snowfall, and it's not done yet. Now, it is a lot lighter. It was pouring snow earlier this morning. I woke up at 8, and it was ridiculously heavy snowfall. I'm very close to the racetrack. I actually just passed it. It was right there. I just passed the exit to it, I think. Or is it right here? I think I passed it. On the right side, right there. That's part of the exit right there on the right side. Can't see it because of how it's focusing. Oh, there you go. It's on the left, right there. That's the exit. That's where we come out after every NASCAR race. Well, most NASCAR races, that is. I'm using an Apple device for my radar, and it is atrocious. I'm an Android person all the way. So this is horrible. You're near the border. Well, it depends. Okay, see, now this is slow. That guy's like 20 under, okay? Like I was saying on one of my streams, you don't want to go that slow. You do want to go slow, but when you go 20 under, you are blocking traffic pretty much. So it's not best to go like that. Dude's probably going about 40 in a 65. I wouldn't be going that slow, because you got to find the balance between too slow being dangerous and too fast being dangerous. I almost killed that bird. That scared me. You're in Virginia? Where are you? You got to be close to South Boston. You got to be close to South Boston. Quit not focusing. I really need to get a new phone holder. You'd think I would have spent my off season trying to get a new phone holder, but none of them are good, man. None of them are good. Oh man, I forgot to measure at that church. I forgot to measure the snowfall. I meant to measure at least once over there. Oof. Also, the temperatures are dropping. I can't stress this enough. If you are in Virginia, the dangerous part is actually the black ice tonight. These roads are soaked. That's why it's not horrible driving conditions right now, which is why I'm out. It's not atrocious driving conditions to where I don't feel safe driving, but tonight it will be atrocious. They have extended the winter weather advisory all the way till noon tomorrow for black ice, and they may even extend that into tomorrow night. Tomorrow's high is 33 degrees and the low is 21 down here in Southern Virginia. So any type of... This guy is just chilling in my blind spot. Jump scared me. Yeah, get going, come on. I hate when people do that. So any type of water that's on the roads, or any type of precipitation on the roads, you can see behind that person's car how there's water being spit up by their tires, pretty much like it's rain. That's a big indication that our roads are soaked. So another issue was we had rain and ice before the snow. So any type of brine or any type of salt mixture they put on the roads, most of it just washed right off. And you can't really see much of it on the right side, but normally with like a winter storm like this, you'll see 4 very distinct lines throughout both lanes. And with this, you can't see any lines, pretty much like they didn't even salt the roads. So, not fun. not fun. Alright, I'm gonna try to find this real quick. Also, blowing snow's not much of an issue. We're not really gonna have any type of blizzard conditions. That shouldn't be an issue here. I'd hope. Better not have no blizzards. But I do think this is probably the second biggest snowstorm that we're going to have this year. We should have a huge snowstorm in January. I would be watching January more than close. I would be watching it mega close. Alright, so it looks like the heaviest snow is like right on top of me still. Alright. Hello, rain mates. Glad to see you in here. This is always a dangerous merge because you run out of lanes so quickly. That's why I slow down so much. Yeah, you better speed up, buddy. I'm coming. Oh, he got over. My bad. My bad, fam. I don't know if I'm going to pull in this parking lot. It looks clear. I'm going to do it, yeah. Looks clear enough to me. Watch be completely covered. Because like I said, I really want to get my my radar up, and I don't want to do that while driving. So we are going to go to this church. Fun fact, this is the church where I saw a giant wall cloud at. That was with the remnants of some hurricane. I forgot which hurricane it was. But it's always these churches that are fantastic views. Like, look at this. They always give the absolute best views. I am going to flop my jacket on, and I'm going to take you guys outside. Oh my goodness, my jacket's freezing cold. Gracious day. I will show you guys where I am in just a second. Perfect. Yeah, but you can kind of see, kind of get a glimpse of how bad the roads are out here. Alright, so here's what we're dealing with, y'all. Hold on. Come on. Charger's stuck. Alright, so there I am. I gotta kind of angle this weird because of the glare. But you can see I am just barely south of downtown. So the winter storm warnings are back up towards Rocky Mount and Roanoke. And then they've extended those all the way down into almost the Norfolk area, way out towards the coastline of Virginia. But the heaviest snow is, like I said, really what we're in right now, in almost downtown Martinsville. And you can see this gap of precipitation here in Stewart. So the snow is going to light up. The worst, at least down in my area, is gone. That exited the area about just before noon. And let's go to Weatherwise is a new precipitation type feature. And you can see we are far from done. But the worst is by far now over towards Richmond. You can kind of see those darker blues. If I focus it the best I can. Those darker blues south of Richmond, that's where the worst and heaviest snow is. And that's well past us. But we're still in that winter storm warning north of me for another 2.5 hours here. And then, like I said, that advisory goes through noon tomorrow because of that black ice. So there's your big old winter storm right there. Let me get my gloves on because I really don't feel like freezing my hands today. Oh, let me scooch a little bit over there. I'm going to have to freeze one of my hands. I'm going to sacrifice my right hand. One of them's going to have to freeze because I got to hold the phone. I would rather have a cold hand than a broken phone. Yeah, so like I said, the worst conditions are really on honestly, it's more of downtown, all areas, honestly. Really, it's all areas. Like some of this bypass, this is 220 right here going to Danville. The cars you see coming towards me, those are going towards Martinsville. Away is Danville. And that's not too bad. The bypass between Martinsville and Danville's not too bad from what I've seen. But it's when you get towards downtown Martinsville that it gets worse. And then also when you go into like northwest Henry County, which I don't think I'm going to head up there because that's going in high elevation. So I'll probably get stuck if I go up there. But all right, I'm going to take this ruler out. We're going to go measure. Pull this up. Oh. My wipers. Oh man, I'm gonna unplug you guys, so my phone's gonna drain battery quick, but I don't plan on this being a very long live stream because I don't have all day to be out here. Oh, always make sure you got your keys. Snow. All right, so this is like the worst way to measure snow, by just putting it in the grass, but I'm not at my house. At my house I have a better thing that is going to measure it. So what I'm doing here, just to show you, is I'm trying to remove the kind of the grass here. So I'm only getting the top of it, which that's about like 1 3/4 of an inch. So almost 2 inches of snow there. You don't want to measure the grass because look, if I measure the grass, now it looks like it's 2.5, almost 3 inches of snow. So you got to try to find really where that snow starts, which is like right here. It's hard to really point to, but it's about an inch, a little over 1 3/4. Very close to 2 inches, but there's the snow. Honestly, the wind is picking up, so like this is pretty rough wind chill. My license plate is completely frozen. Oh my goodness. My license plate is a block of ice. Yo. Yeah, see if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see the snow pretty well. And this is the lighter stuff. This is the lighter things. Lighter flakes. Oh, gracious day. Woo. Not fun. Gladly stay in the comfort of my car. Quit beeping. I ain't got my seatbelt on because I ain't moving. Oof. So, I don't think I'm going to head all the way down to Danville. If I was going for the heaviest stuff, I'd go all the way over to Richmond. And, yeah, the only way I'm going over there is if it's for a race. I ain't going over there for some snow. Let me see. I will go drive back to that other church that I was at earlier. Yeah, this is only like I said, about 2 inches of snow, so I can't imagine what like 8 inches of snow would be like on the roads. I wouldn't be chasing that. Gracious day. I think I might need to do cold. Yep, I'm gonna have to freeze myself to defrost here. But we're gonna go back to another church, the church that I forgot to measure the snow at, which is about 15 minutes the opposite way. Whoa, you guys almost flew out your phone holder. There we go. I don't think you can read my license plate even if it was clear. Even if it was clear, I don't think you could read my license plate because of how bad the visibility is. I mean, it's just a sheet of ice. I have to check my back plate. I didn't think about clearing off the plates. I cleared off the top of the car and the sides of the car. So if you are going to travel, at least clean off your car a little bit. That way you don't throw ice and snow at people. But yeah, back towards this church, it was definitely a little bit more accumulation. I think probably the highest totals are near just outside city limits of Roanoke. That's where I'd bet the highest snow totals are. And then probably near Stewart too. But in terms of my county and the city limits, Martinsville, Henry County, probably the northwest side is where the highest snow is. But yeah, this snow is about to end, this lighter snow, so it's going to get even lighter than this. So I'm going to go measure this, and then we'll just watch the snow for a bit, and then I'm going to head home and measure what I got at my house. And then I'll send that in. That's the only report I'm going to send into the NWS because that's the only accurate report I can get. These other reports where I just stick a tape measure or a ruler into the grass is not very accurate. I can guess, like I said, by just removing the snow and seeing where that snow line in the grass is. But it's not very accurate. But definitely a good day to just stay home. Definitely a good day to just stay home. Not really one of those days you want to go running in about. Yeah, very heavy snow up towards Rocky Mount right now. I did put a video out on Twitter of the heaviest snow I got. So if you follow me there, you can see that. If you don't, it's TRG Tornado on YouTube and on X. And X is where I posted that video. Nice white Christmas. This is our actually, this is our first winter storm. The one that came in about 4 days ago on Friday was a winter weather advisory. This one actually has winter storm warnings with it. So this is our first official winter storm in at least the Blacksburg viewing area and Blacksburg's jurisdiction of the year so far. At least of this winter. Obviously, we had a winter storm in early January this year. And I'll probably do another snow stream too, I'd imagine, on one of the upcoming snow events here in this area. I'm sure. If not, we can try to get snow squalls. I got snow squalls last year in this area. I went up towards Rocky Mount, got a snow squall. That was awesome. Snow squalls are a lot more fun to chase because the roads aren't as bad, and you can they're kind of like severe weather. You can get ahead of them, see how they look, and then get hit by them. Whereas with a winter storm, it slowly starts, and then it's just an elongated 6+ hour event. Like, this snow's been going ever since 8 a.m. up here. Yeah, so it's already been 6 hours. And we're probably going to have this moderate snow for another 30 minutes, and then very light snow for another 3 or 4 hours. But yeah, thankfully the roads aren't horrible. My road is horrible because we haven't had any plows, but these have had at least some treatment and some plows on them, so they're not terrible. It's really, the worst is really going to be tonight. It's really going to be tonight after about 6 o'clock. Since the sun decides to set so stinking early. And again, temperatures are just going to keep on falling too. So it wouldn't surprise me if the roads actually just get worse from here on out. Hello, Sam. Nope, I'm not Lucky. I'm TRG. Stupid jokes, Lucky mates. Something Lucky would say. My parents actually say that now. Because everybody calls Lucky Lucky. That's his nickname. So when he's here, obviously, get over it. I don't want to be in this semi's way. When he's here, we call him Lucky, and then when he leaves, my parents are like, you know, they'll say something about luck, and they'll say Lucky, and then we'll talk about Lucky again. Or like, for instance, what Sam just said there. He said Lucky because I got a lot of snow. Make fun of his name. Yeah, this snow should stop now, actually. It should be very, very light flakes. Once we get up here towards this church, we'll be able to tell how light the snow is going to be for the next 3 hours or so. But it's still blinding. I mean, there's no end to the snow. It's just a lot lighter, so the radar's not picking it up. Like, it's still, I'd say, 1.5 miles, 2 mile visibility. I'd say 2 mile visibility. Maxed. Absolute maxed. 2 mile visibility. But like right here, this is down to probably 1 mile visibility. I can't see the top of the hill. I can a little bit on camera, but not at all on in actual real life. I've seen worse whiteout conditions. I have too. It's not terrible. I've seen a lot worse from other chasers, but I've also been in a lot worse. But like I said, this isn't bad enough to where I'm not safe driving. I feel pretty comfortable driving in this. It's not horrible. Lake effect snow is like the most blinding snow. Because you have that cold air hitting the lakes. And that creates just a bunch of moisture content for the snow. So it's lake effect snow is always, nearly always, I'd say pretty much always, it's this heavy, slushy snow. And it accumulates very, very quick, and it blinds quickly. Yeah, just like last year, we had back-to-back snow events. Last year, our first snowstorm gave 4 inches. Our second one gave about the same amount. This year, our first one I got about 2.5 inches of snow at my house on Friday. And then I'd imagine this one is very close to that, maybe the smallest bit more. Yeah, but I mean, really, it's hard to tell that it's even snowing. Definitely not nearly as good flakes as just like 10 minutes ago. Let's see here. It wouldn't surprise me if we get some back-end snowfall that's a little heavier towards 5 o'clock, but I mean, that's pretty much the main stuff's out of here. like I said, I'm going to drive all the way back to this church, and then I got to turn back around anyways. But we're just going to go see this church parking lot and see how the snow looks from up here. I know where like all the churches are because that's where all the great visuals are for storms. What's the most snow you've ever seen? I know we got like 16 to 18 inches in 2016. That's the most I can remember. But in like the last, outside of that, probably like 8 inches back in 2020, about 5 years ago. So going north on 220/58. This is heading towards Rocky Mount, but like I said, we're gonna pull off and exit up here. Takes us to a church, and then we'll. Looks like the snow's picking back up again. Really looks like it's picking right back up. This is about as close as you want to follow a car during this type of weather. Let's see how many seconds back I am. Right when their bumper hits that 1, 2, 3. Yep. You want to follow like 3-4 seconds back. Preferably 4 seconds, really. That way you have plenty of time to react to whatever happens. And then by no means closer than 2. There's a plow on the other side of the road. This is really deteriorated. These conditions got a lot worse the more north I went. Visibility is like a quarter mile up here. Really got a lot worse. So I'm going to pull off here and I'm going to check the grass measurement at this church. And then I could, I'm trying to think where else I can head here. Ooh, that exit ramp, or yeah, that on ramp rather. I could go more north, but I know the cell reception gets really bad once you pass a certain point south of Rocky Mount. This is a horrible entry ramp and on ramp. That's why I don't like coming up here much. Oh, we're good. I went up here only once today because they had good gas prices. I used an app to see the gas prices. I think it was like $2.65 or something. I don't know why it got a lot heavier when I went up here. Really interested with that. I mean, we really didn't climb much in elevation. Got some slush there. Slushy. Go do a quick pit stop again. Let's see. I'm gonna turn around this way so you guys can see. Plus, it's the proper way. You're supposed to go this way. There you go. It really, I don't know what is up with it starting to come down again. Oh, crap. I didn't plug up my phone. It was supposed to be plugged up that whole time. Please don't be lower than 35. 57? Yikes. Alright. Snow hasn't stuck for me. Really? I mean, you are pretty far west. The main sticking here is mainly on the grass. That's where a lot of ours is stuck. It's not really sticking too bad to the roads. Unless you get into the higher elevations. Which, like I said, we really didn't get into much of the higher elevation here. Really not that high up. Alright. Here we go again. Ready to freeze. Okay. The wind's also picking up, so this is going to be painful. Oh, I'm going to sacrifice my left hand. Yeah, I'll sacrifice the left hand. The left hand is going to be frozen. Oh. I'll get out there eventually. I'm building up the courage. I'm building up the courage to freeze. Okay. Oh. Gracious day. It's more fluffy, but it's also coming down a bit quicker up here. Let's see, where do we got a good spot here? I really don't want to get too far into the snow. I don't have my boots on here. Gracious! Looking at about 2.5, almost 3 inches with this. A lot higher snow totals. Just 15 more minutes north than where we last measured. Almost double. We'll go over here too. Yeah, you can just see, based on the grass there, how much taller this one is. And then again, you just remove a layer. And then you check. So right there at the edge of the ruler, that's the general snow. So I'm just gonna stick it in real quick. And then measure from that bottom. Yeah, you're looking at 2.5. Holy crap. It definitely turned more winter storm up here. I'm turning the opposite direction because the wind's blowing from behind me. And it is making it not fun. Holy cow. Alright, here, once I get back to my car, it hurts. Almost feels like it's turning into some ice. Okay. There, now you guys can get hit by it. The temperature has dropped bad, like really bad. It was like 35. It's probably down to 25 at this point, honestly. It's definitely still snow. That's for sure. I don't see any sleet mixing in. That's what I'm looking for. My poor car. I'm sorry I do this to you. I know you're used to tornadoes. Not snow. Switched seasons on it. Holy cow, man. I don't know exactly what my wind chill is. I think this will tell me. Let's see. Cold. I can tell you that. Cold. Oh. Pull up weather app. It has dropped to 29. I'd imagine the wind chill is worse than that. Can't tell what the wind chill is, but it's probably down into the lower 20s for the wind chill. Give me my keys. Which pocket did I put them in? I got 6 pockets. 6 pockets, man. Okay. Man. Here, I'll put you guys down here so you can see it a little better. There you go. It's gonna sound like a hurricane real quick. Okay, there you go. Had to get rid of some of the defrost. Still a little bit left, but not that bad. Probably did sound like a hurricane, honestly. I remember the first time we did that. You couldn't hear me at all when I was talking the first time. I forgot what stream that was, but it was some chase we did. I wonder where Lucky's at. Let's see. I'm checking something real quick. Good, it's decent quality. It's not the absolute best. Just make sure the connection's at least semi-decent here. Yeah, you can see some of the defrost came back. Now, which one do I need? Do I need more heat or more cold? It ain't going away. That's making it a lot worse. Okay, that's making it better. I needed heat. There's no more fake winter, Ben. Okay, that's plenty of heat, man. Starting to fog up my whole car. No more fake winter, false winter. Oh man. What else did I bring back here? Oh yeah, I got my camera back there. I can't figure out this defrost thing, man. Alright. I'm gonna face towards... I can't see out my... I can't see out my driver's side window. Make sure I ain't gonna hit nothing behind me. We're good. There ain't nothing to hit behind me. I'm gonna park in this parking space even though I don't have to. Oh yeah, it's still coming down. It's definitely a lot lighter snow. In the sense of, I should say, smaller snow. It's coming down at like the same rate, but it's just smaller. Like, it's hard to pick up on camera now. What a nice day. Alright, let's see the radar again. Dang it, I'm bleeding. I cut myself on something. Oh, let's see what I got here. Perfect. Let's see. Alright, yeah, I am getting into a bit of a snow hole here. Yeah. I'm surprised it's still falling at all. That really surprises me. Yeah, so here's just an update on our location real quick. Right there. Right at the intersection of 58 and 220. And then if I switch, this is a higher resolution radar, you can see we're at like the gray colors, which is like barely any snow pretty much. So I'm shocked we're even getting any. And then the green is the heaviest snow back up towards Roanoke. And then I'm pretty sure still, if I can see the radar. There it is. Yeah, look at that. That's all there near Richmond, down through Rocky Mount, North Carolina. That's the good stuff right there. Check correlation coefficient. So that should be all snow. Yeah, that should be all snow there in Rocky Mount, NC. That's where the heavy stuff is right now. Raleigh up through Rocky Mount, all the way up till you get towards Richmond. And then again, here's the view. This stuff back here, let's see. How do you get out the drawing on this thing? I gotta find it. There we go. So this snow back here, all that is really not going to accumulate a bunch. It's mainly, like I said, the stuff right in here. Right in Raleigh. I can't use my hand here. I'm a righty, so it's hard to draw with this. So this stuff right in here is not going to do a bunch of accumulation. In between that is really not much snow, which is from Greensboro up through just south of Roanoke, which is where I am, and then that's the heaviest stuff. That's what hit me much earlier on in the day. Yeah, so look at this. I mean, it's almost stopped now. I would go a little bit longer, but I got to get home because I got to get that measurement in before this fully stops. So I'm going to call it quits here. I appreciate you guys tuning in to this quick little chase. Just wanted to chase something. I was dying to chase. So just be careful if you do have to go out. I highly am against it, but definitely the roads are going to be getting worse with time from here on out. So in terms of the next content on this channel, I'll see if I do a stream tomorrow. Maybe a stream tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll do a stream. So I will catch you guys in either tomorrow or Wednesday's stream. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Monday. And yeah, catch you in the next one. Stay safe and see you later. Goodbye.